Hi everybody, it's Shelia here again with you today. I want to cook something with you, but first of all, I hope you all are enjoying your families and staying safe out there and respecting the social distancing and everything so that we'll get this thing taken care of hopefully in no time. But in the meantime, I'd like to cook up something a little with you all today. Well, you're actually helping me out because my sweet tooth got the best of me today. And I said, I gotta do something about this. So I thought about this little dish that I had in Niagara Falls, Canada once, when my girlfriends and I went there for my birthday. It was this little, just a simple little dish. It was a waffle, small little waffle with the ice cream on top, and then they drizzled a little sauce on it, and just something so simple that turned out to be so good. But I amped it up a little bit. I made a little whiskey sauce to go on the waffle, and then in the waffle, I put a little beer so that it would sweeten it up and give it that yeast taste. You know, I'm telling you right now, it's something good. So you all hang with me. Meet me over there, over the pot next, when we'll be getting the whiskey sauce together. Okay? What I'm showing you here is how I'm making this whiskey sauce. In this double boiler, I have a stick of butter, which is about a half cup, not about, but it is a half cup of butter. And I have a cup of sugar in here. And I'm going to cook this together for about 10 minutes. And that way it's going to be really hot by then. And the sugar will have melted. And at that point, I'm going to add my egg, one egg to this. And that one egg is going to help this to thicken up and give it more like a custard type feel or type look rather. And then at the end of the 30-minute cooking time, we'll add whiskey, and that's what makes it a whiskey sauce. I'm ready to add my egg to this hot mixture. But now you know when you're adding egg to a hot mixture, you can't just dump the egg right in there. You have to basically take some of the hot mixture, put it into the egg to temper the egg with that the temperature of that mixture, and then you can pour your egg in there. So I'm getting it in there, and that way your egg won't scramble on you. And you work it in there so it won't scramble. Even with you doing that, you know, you get a little bit on the side, it'll still try to scramble on you a little bit. But that's why I'm just going to keep stirring it and stirring it until I get it well in there. Alright, so it's in there and still trying to scramble a little bit, but we're getting it. Alright, I'm going to now go back to using my spatula. I don't like the sound of that spoon against the metal. Kind of makes my skin crawl a little bit. But okay, so that's coming together well, and so we're going to stir this and continue to cook it for another 20 minutes, and then we'll be ready to add our whiskey to this mixture. Our sauce has now been cooking for about 27 minutes. It first cooked for 10 minutes, and then we added our egg into the mixture, and I've been constantly stirring this because I didn't want that egg to scramble in there. But even the best of cooks, sometimes they get little flakes of egg in there when the egg is trying to do its own thing. But this is cooking in a double boiler, as you can see, and that helps a lot. And basically what your double boiler is a saucepan that has two compartments to it. The lower compartment here is filled with water, and that water is what does the cooking. And the upper compartment here is what is cooking. This what the sauce is put in to be cooked by that hot water there. Okay, and this way is just a more gentle way of cooking a sauce, because a sauce can be very temperamental with you. So cooking it in a double boiler really helps a lot. And if you do not have a double boiler like this, only thing you need is the lower
pan be larger than the upper pan. And when I was growing up, we used a skillet, honey, a skillet that we filled with water, and then we'd put our saucepan, which was probably our grit pan, when we cooked grits in, and that would be the upper compartment, and then we put that, turn that eye on, and that water in that skillet will be cooking what's in that saucepan there. So yeah, when we used to make custards and stuff for banana puddings, that's how we did it in that double boiler. Okay, so now I'm ready to go ahead and add my whiskey in here, and it's about 1/8 a cup of whiskey that I'm using, and I'm gonna let this cook for about a minute in this sauce to burn off some of that alcohol, and then we're gonna turn it off and this sauce will be ready. So you can put this in about the last 2 minutes, or if you want to taste more of the alcohol, you put it in about the last minute. Now you have some people who make this whiskey sauce, they will turn the eye off when the sauce has finished cooking, and then they whirl that little bit of whiskey around in there, so that taste of that whiskey is really strong. So I'm going to let this continue cooking off the whiskey for about a minute or so, and then we'll be ready to do something with this sauce, a little something fun. Okay, this sauce is ready, and I've turned the eye off on the stove, and this is what we want to see. So now it has to cool until we are ready to place it on any dish that we want to use it on. Now that we've finished making that whiskey sauce, and all this stuff is so good, you want to pick up a spoon and start eating it right there. When we finished making that, I've got my bowl, I've got my spatula ready. We're heading over to the waffle iron to make up our waffle, and then we're going to be putting that sauce on there, getting our ice cream, and we're going to be ready to eat, y'all. Meet me over there in the bowl. What we are preparing is the batter for the waffle that will be the base of our Boozin waffle and ice cream today. So this is a cup of waffle pancake mix, and to that I'm adding about a half cup of beer. That wanted to just tumble on out of there like it wanted to go home with the beer or something. So yeah, we're putting this together, and I'm adding the beer in just a little bit at a time, because I'm kind of eyeballing this, because sometimes it's a little bit more, sometimes a little less, but we're going to get it together, and there it's coming. Okay, so that's getting the batter together for this waffle, and I can smell that yeast. It smells so good, and we're trying to get it at the consistency of a waffle. You know how that mix looks, a waffle pancake mix, before you add it to the waffle iron, and it's sitting right here heating up for us, and it's ready too. But I gotta get my batter ready first. So here she comes. I'm trying to make sure that I got it all in there. There she comes. There she comes. And y'all, this smells so good. And I like using beer in the batter when I'm making pancakes or waffles, because it gives it that really yeast taste. It's a real sweet, light yeast taste that if you ever try using beer instead of using milk or water, you're going to love the fact that you did. And you're going to love that I introduced you to it. Okay, so there we go. That batter is about ready. And so I'm going to pour this right in the center of our waffle iron, because we don't want a big waffle. We want just like a nice hand size there. So here we go. I'm going to pour it right in the center of that iron, just like that. That's all I want. You see? That's all I want. And this is enough batter for probably about 4 maybe three or four waffles. So I'm gonna let that cook there, and I think the waffle cooks in about 3 to 5 minutes. I think that is okay. So we're gonna let that cook a little bit, and then we'll be back to put this waffle boozy, the boozy waffle and ice cream together. There. It's been cooking about, the waffle has been cooking about a good minute. Oh yes, there it is. That's exactly what we're looking for. That small but just right. Oh, that's hot. Crunchy waffle right there. You see that? Isn't that beautiful? And it's just the right size for one serving when you keep it right in the center of that waffle iron. Okay, so now we're going to get ready to serve this up, to put our ice cream in there, and then we'll be ready. So there's our waffle sitting there, and now to that we're going to add our beautiful, remember that beautiful whiskey sauce we made? So now here we come. Isn't she beautiful? Isn't she beautiful? To that we are adding a big scoop of ice cream. Yes. Yes, ice cream. And to that ice cream, we're going to drizzle on a little bit of our chocolate sauce here. And then we're going to drizzle on a little bit of caramel sauce. And then to that we're going to add our cookies. And to that we're going to put on a little bit of whipping cream. And then we're just going to tap a little nutmeg on there. Yes! That's it. That's it. We're ready. We are ready. Now y'all, I started eating before y'all got here. Now I'm going to do that from time to time. Y'all. Okay. I don't like talking food in my mouth, but I gotta say this. And I'm gonna tell y'all what Jesus loves. Jesus loves it when we tell the truth. This right here is good. Each part of this can stand by itself. It's that kind of good. The sweetness, crunchiness, the goodness of this waffle with beer is awesome. Then when you add this sauce to it, that whiskey sauce, I can eat it with a spoon. Then you put this little bluebell on. Let me tell you, it's bluebell. I love bluebell ice cream. You put that on there, you know you can eat a bowl of bluebell by yourself. Then you add this sauce, this caramel and chocolate sauce, then the cougar, then the little nutmeg, then the little cookies you layering on flavor after flavor after flavor. And y'all, when you get down in it, I'm going to tell y'all, it is something kind of good. I don't know what goes on in my head, but something goes on that tells me to cook these meals, or to cook these dishes. This is good. I'm going to finish it up when I finish with y'all. What I need you all to do, I need you to like my stuff. If you like it, now if you were here, you sure gonna like it, because I can tell by the empty plate that you're gonna like it. But like my stuff. Subscribe to me so you can see when I'm putting up something else good out there. And then comment, let me know. If you tried it, let me know. If you like the way I put it together, let me know. You can even let me know, well, you know, Shelia, you probably should have said this or you probably should have said that. It's all right with me. I got thick skin, y'all, real thick skin. I appreciate you all joining me today as I put a little booze in this food and made it come out being something quite all right. And feed the children first. All right? I'll see you all the next time when I'm coming out here with something good to eat.
Y'all have a good rest of your day.